Big one right here. Been waiting on it all year, baby. Hey, baby.
What took y'all so long?
Traffic.
Come on, Nick. Telling you, man, this business is some kind of rat race, isn't it? Going over these contracts with Turner today for trying to get the deal and sell it, and it's just dealing with these GCs is getting on my nerves more and more and more. I mean, I think it's time that we take a look at just going full GC ourselves. I know it's a big step for my family, your family, with our children and all that and everything, but I think there's some avenues that might be better for us. But I mean, I gotta have your full commitment on that you think that's a good avenue for us to go to.
It's just, it's complicated, more complicated than, I mean, you know better than I do, but you know about the bonding, you know about the subcontractors, they're going to be nagging you, they're going to be asking to be paid. A lot of the guys we deal with are small guys, right, which are always wanting us to front money. It's cash flow. It's, I mean, it's,
but remember now, with a subcontractor, it's paid when paid. So if we're not getting paid by the owner, theoretically, I'm not paying them until they get paid, which is unlike the position we're in right now, where we're relied on an owner to pay a GC, and then the GC has to pay us, and it just creates these cash flow woes that we're getting in. So you see what I mean? I mean, it's just, I just want to do bigger and better things. I want larger houses. I want more cars. I want all these things, and I think by selling this house and getting
you should be happy with what we have.
First of all, you want to grow bigger, you want to do this, you just got to live by your means for, you know what I mean? I know your personality, you want to go out and do everything. You want to have a 40th birthday party, you want to have a party at the office for this, you want to put $10,000 for this, you want to go on vacations for skiing and things like this. Yeah, Truit's the more outgoing, more arrogant, more egotistical person, I would say. All in a good way, because I love him to death, but I'm the more of the laid-back warrior type guy, defends the money, defends the company's honor, goes into battle when it comes to getting work, collecting money. But meanwhile, yeah, if you take it down a notch with the American Express, I mean, you wouldn't need to sell your house. You wouldn't need that. That would already be in the company to invest. But
I feel like I'm getting tag teamed right now. Here's a gate. I did all those things because you got a network. I had a Christmas party because we're going to get more business down the road, more people can meet us, say, no, we do things right. I take clients out on big dinners because you want to take them to McDonald's, you want to take them here and take them there. It just doesn't work.
When you have a $100 tab and you go out and you tip the person $50.
Well, or your meal's $100.
Maybe the tab was $400 and she cut me a break and I had to take care of her.
Yeah,
but the bottom line is,
it's always something.
All right, here's the gig. Here's the gig. I understand. If you guys are willing to back me on this development deal, on this GC deal, I'm willing to cut my lifestyle back. But I mean, you know, I'm willing to compromise and do all that. But
it's not cutting your lifestyle back. It's just.
Well, as soon as I get back from Vegas, we'll take care of all that.
Well, that's another thing. It's in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, that's something else.
What do you want me to do? Cancel a trip that's already fully paid for?
It's one thing paying for a trip, but once you get to Vegas, it's everything else that goes on at Vegas that's a problem.
Yeah. I like to go to Vegas, Atlantic City, probably 5 times each year, maybe 10 times a year. I gamble pretty heavy. I play probably an average of $2,000 to $3,000 a hand at blackjack, and I'll bet $25,000 to $50,000 a game on football. So, and I love to play the Texas Hold'em tournaments. I played in the World Series of Poker twice, and I played in a tournament in St. Martin's. Now, I've won a free buy-in for all 3 of those tournaments. They're 10 grand buy-ins, but I don't believe in putting 10 grand up for a shot at playing against 7,000 people. But so, at the end of the day, but I'm a pretty good player. I get the message. I understand. Okay. But I'm just telling you right now that you guys have to make a decision, because this is the route I want to go, and it's going to be a heavy-duty decision, and I'm going to have to give a lot of effort to make this happen. You guys have to give a lot of effort dealing with me. We know what we're going for, what we're attacking for, and we just need to put a game plan. It's the first time I'm bringing this to all you guys. What we need to do is over the next couple weeks, next 3-4 weeks, we need to put a game plan together, write it all out, and figure it out.
Well,
all right?
I support you in whatever you do. I've always will be behind you no matter what you do.
So. Everything he's wanted to do is done.
Stick to the game plan.
All right? So that's what we got to do. So today, we're going to go to 2 projects that I have that are right now on what we call high alert. We need to rock and roll. One of them is George Mason University. It's a $60 million project. So they called me up and said, True, I need it done in 4 weeks from start to finish. So the project we're going to go to today is rocking and rolling, moving like maniacs, and we will be done. We have 2 weeks. We started 2 weeks ago, and we have 2 weeks left to finish.
Hi, my name is Guel Falori. I came from Italy in 1962. I was 16 years old. I came over. My family was in the stone business, but I'm a field man, and I had the occasion to be involved here with Mr. Truit since he was a very young man. I worked for the Isanco, which is a painting contractor business. I worked for that company for approximately 20-some years, and he worked for me since he probably was 14, 15 years old when he came over working for me out of high school in the summer times, and then he came in on board on full-time basis. I tried to teach him all I know about the business. I've been in like a long time, and like I said, I don't know what else to say. It's very challenging business, and now what I'm trying to do is try to pass it on what I know to him, with the young generations.
My name is Alexander Cabrera. I'm from Peru. I've been working with JTR for over 3 years. Mr. Reardon gave me the opportunity to, become one of his employees. I started as a painter. Right now, my position is a supervisor. Since I started working here, I've been learning a lot of stuff, especially from Mr. Will Falori. He's kind of like my father.
There's a $60 million project going on here. And in order to start the $60 million project outside there, we got to build this Carter in here. This was an open, wide open area that we came in. We demoed everything out. We put these sheetrock walls in, ran all the electric, ran all the plumbing, the sprinkler, all the mechanical, all the shit. We're putting the doors and frames in right now. All these doors and frames here. And this is what this becomes for the students is an egress corridor, which means they have to have that before they can demo that building. But the key was it had to be done in 5 weeks from start to finish. And we will be done in 2 weeks. It's right on 5-week schedule. After we leave the GMU project, we're going to go to the BWI Hilton, which is a project where we had to bid against hospitality groups, and they run hotels all over the country. Hotels are a great business for construction because they have to be redone based on every 3 or 4 years because people stay in them, and there's rules and regulations that you need to redo wallpaper, you need to redo painting, you need to redo carpet, you need to redo the fixtures, and then in order for them to make money, they need to stay up with the times. They're redoing them all over the country, and they'll never stop redoing them. So we have one that we started today, and I got about 14, 15 men over there, and we have 2 days to demo a whole floor. So we got to take all the furniture out, all the carpet out, all the wallpaper down, and get everything out of the building in 2 days on one whole floor. It's 38 rooms per floor. So then we come in, then you come in, and then we paint, and then we put the carpet down, we put the new furniture in, we clean the place up, we put the new drapes in, and then we roll out, and then you go to the next floor.
My name is Stanton Lewis. I've been with JTR for about 15 years now. I've known Truit for about 16. My responsibilities for the company is making sure that what needs to get done gets done. That's my job. That's why he pays me. Relationship-wise with Truit, I consider him more of a friend than a boss. He doesn't treat me as a soldier in the field. He treats me as a friend. He takes care of me, my family, and he takes care of the men that he's got working underneath him. My goal today is to get everything off this floor that I can get off this floor. All right, we got to jump on the schedule by a day. I'm trying to beat the schedule. The more money I save for him, the more money I save for the company. It's all about the company. I'm saying, and making business.
2 days to liquidate a floor, remember? That's the goal. 2 days to liquidate a floor, and then there should be no reason why 2 days to paint a floor. Okay, that's what we talked about. 4 days for all that, and then of course you got to do. Then you got the vinyl wall covers coming in for the corridors. okay, which he needs probably 3 days of floor, but he's got 4 days of floor. But you need to be pointed up and ready for him. You do not have to prime these walls.
Oh, no, I'm not going
They're
to.
already sized.
I'm shooting ceilings out tomorrow.
That's right. Start shooting ceilings. Right over here is called Crosstown Liquors. This was where I got my first job, and I was 13 years old, working Friday nights and Saturdays. And they would pay us 40 bucks cash in an envelope there. That's going back almost 27 years ago. This is it, man. Every morning, 5 months out of a year, it was freezing cold just like now. Tonight's probably about 25 degrees. I'd sit out here, you'd freeze your ass off waiting. It takes about 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how you time the buses to come. So you knew you were going to be waiting outside for at least 10 minutes right here. I never really sat down that much, to be honest with you, because that bench was cold, Jack. But looking back on it now, I feel good about my life and what I did as a kid and running these streets, because it taught me, along with how to be street smart, by my parents making me go all the way across town and take them 2 buses and graduate from Cardinal Gibbons, which was a much better school than the inner city schools that were going on down here, made me that much of a better man. It made me learn respect, responsibility, and things in life that you got to do in order to become a better man when you do reach the age of 25 and 30 and 35 and you start having a family. So sitting on this bench with my ass freezing to death and everything happening gave me the respect to know that I didn't want to do that later on in life. That I want to buy nicer cars, I want to have nicer things for my kids, I want them to go to ski school twice a week, I want them to go to NYC, my daughter's 13, because she wants to play music and play art and be a high-end kid. But I can tell you right now, freezing my rear end off just like I am right now brings me back, and I ain't got no problems with it at all. I love the city of Baltimore. This will be my sister's son. He passed away. She passed away when he was 8. He's been with me ever since. He's beautiful. She was only 4'2". She had 30 major operations before she was 15. She had him at 4 months. And here he is, almost 6 feet tall, and as handsome as can be, and he's all about girls. Girls, girls, girls. Your ex, why don't you talk about your ex?
Michael just got his big boy panties on him and became a man.
I broke up with her in front of the guidance teacher.
So Michael has got this girlfriend who we checked their phones out. So we checked how many times they were calling each other. So what would you think was a high number, Mike, on phone calls to back and forth?
Seriously.
I know it went over my minutes by 2,000 or something.
2,000? You had 2,600 phone calls. They weren't minutes, they were phone calls. 2,600. She had 1,700. 4,300 phone calls in 1 month between the two of them.
And
Oh, that's nothing.
to...
That's nothing. That was just the phone calls. 5,000 text messages in 1 month.
And he never left his room.
And so when we call her mother up about it, so her mother punishes his girlfriend every month because she's a psycho, and so is his ex. So she gets mad at him since he's such a good kid, tells him don't leave his room, so he don't leave his room every day. So what they do, talk on that phone for 14 hours a day. So when we showed the mother the phone bills, her mother said, no, it's all Michael, it's all Michael. When she went and checked her own daughter's phone bill out, she seen there was 2,000 phone calls also and 3,000 text messages. So what happened? You found out she was two-timing you, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. She cheated on me with some guy.
She cheated on you, so what did you do?
Punched him in the back of the head.
So what happened that day when you punched him in the back of the head?
I just got on my
You
bus,
got the
like
teacher
nothing
called
happened.
up and you got suspended, didn't you? Who had to go to school the next morning with you?
You? And then you're fronting
Why?
your money.
Why did I go to school the
And
next
you were
morning?
flaunting your money.
He haymakered him. He did it. He didn't do it the manly way.
No, I waited for him to turn back around to hit me, and that
But you don't hit somebody in the back of the head when they're not looking.
he was kissing Kaylee.
So
and that's why I got mad, and that's why I did it in the back of the
tap him
head.
on the shoulder, and then he turns around. You don't hit anybody first off.
That's right. You don't. What's one of my rules?
Well, I'm friends
You don't
with
lay
him
your
now,
hands
so-
on anybody. Oh, now you're friends with him. Why? Because he dumped her too?
No, it sounds like he's about to, but no.
About to? So now you got a new girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
She's not psycho, right?
No, not at all. Not even close.